Welcome. I'm Whitney Moon. Wolfgang! What's going on, buddy? Long time no see. It's been enough time since I've been live. Hope everyone's having a great day. Ooh, smoky. All right. Let's roll the dice. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Who the fuck does that? Who rips the heads off stuffed animals? Say little Michael Myers do. I think in all my rage as even a child, I don't think I ever once massacred an animal, like stuffed or real. I don't think I ever hurt an animal. Ever. I don't know how people can do that, whether it's real or not. Okay, 11th house. We have Aquarius here. We have... Who the fuck is that? I feel like that's... Pisces. Yeah, that's Pisces. Okay. And then Uranus. Ooh, that's... Okay, we got double Aquarius on the tabla here. Double Aquarius. Sudden inspiration. 11th house. Friends, acquaintances. Maybe with like the whole Pisces energy, it could be something like could be someone's like hidden desire. Someone's hidden feelings, hidden desire. Let's see. Okay, it seems like somebody chose a path where they were walking away from you. They're walking towards something else. Okay? And I feel like whoever this person is, they don't want to hide from you anymore. Hermit in reverse. They don't want to hide from you anymore. And then it's like they're planning something. Somebody's planning something. They're planning to talk to you or planning to speak to you in some way. 7 of Pentacles. It's like, I feel like somebody has let something go for too long. You know, when you get lazy and you leave something, even if it's as simple as like your laundry, okay, you're supposed to do it on a certain day and you missed that day and you thought, okay, whatever, you know, I'll just do it in a couple more days, and then a couple more days come and you don't do it, and then it's like backing up. Something's been building up. Okay, there's the Empress. Then we have the Two of Swords and the Sun. That makes me think that somebody's going to offer you something. That's your offer. You know, do you want this bowl? Do you want that bowl? Like, which one do you want? Okay. It's like somebody wants to have some type of like exchange with you. Like they're ready now. The build up, they're ready now. They've been planning this for a while. I feel like it's somebody who wants to give something to you, but they don't know how to give it to you. Right? And I don't know, once it's like, oh, they overthought it for too long and then they let something build up for so long. Wheel of Fortune. Good old Wheel of Fortune. I wonder which one they're going to pick. Let's see. What is behind the Wheel of Fortune? Five of Swords. This person was dealing with a lot of stuff being said. Queen of Buds. Like they were... I think a lot of people like this person, okay? That whoever you're dealing with, they're a very popular person. People really like them. Okay, and they really like you. And I don't know if people like you. I'm like I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but like I don't think anybody likes you. Like there's the Emperor, Nine of Swords, and the King of Joints, but this guy doesn't care. Like, you know what they say? Like, I mean, there's that movie where somebody says, this guy doesn't have any enemies. And this woman goes, I don't like a person who doesn't have any enemies. Like, you have to have at least one to be a pure person. Somebody has to hate you in order for you to be doing anything right here. So for nobody to like, or for everybody to like you, it seems like you would be then kind of a crowd pleaser. Or what my sister would call a barfly, right? You're just around because people are around. They take advantage of people, right? People who don't have any enemies, it means that they, for the most part, let people walk all over them because you know that somebody in their past has asked them to do something or told them to do something that they did not agree with, hence should have made them enemies, but they somehow coerce this person into doing shit. Okay, so this king, whoever this emperor is, they don't care that nobody likes you. It's not something that's going to keep them up all night. Oh, what's your popularity status? They don't care about that. And like anybody that would care about popularity status over your heart, over your love, that's superficial shit. And like some people, some people go off of that. Okay. Everything is superficial. It's going to stay superficial forever. That's it. They don't believe in a real world. Other people who are in the real world that are living it, that are 100% authentic, seems like this King of Wands isn't going to give a fuck. Because the Emperor and the Empress are here. Now, those aren't necessarily two people that are married because they're not, okay? But at the same time, when you look at this and then I see this, I'm thinking, we got something. There's the Emperor and the Empress together, which makes the lovers. The two sets of weed. Okay? So it seems to me like there is something here and somebody let that go. Maybe somebody let you go knowing that you were everything that they ever wanted. Maybe this is a job opportunity. You let something go, right? And because you were too worried about what your friends were going to think of you if you took this job, right? It was, again, popularity status one off even them making money, right? Like they were so interested in what people had to say. That's what this Five of Swords is. They had a lot of, I feel like what this is they had a lot of like opportunities. They had a lot of offers. You know, like people always ask them, do you want to drink with me? Do you want to, smoke with me? No, come smoke with me. Come smoke with me. Don't smoke with them. Come smoke with me. It always kind of seems like somebody was trying to take their attention all the time. Okay. And that's where, I don't know if this is the same person or this is different. Maybe you were dealing with somebody, okay, that, I mean, I think this is one person, but if it's not, again, it's not going to be the same for everybody. If this is a different person, then somebody's going to watch you fall in love with somebody else as they let you walk by because they cared about what their friends said over their own authenticity. okay, off their own voice. Okay, that is obviously somebody that had a very hard time with popularity. Okay, and now that they have status in some type of way, they don't want to lose that. Okay, and what I've realized about social media and status over the last little while is, for the most part, people get famous off negative things, and it's the positive people. The only way that they get famous is if they suddenly fart gold. Okay, I notice society's not really interested in what people have to say regarding truth. They want things to look good. And if it looks like shit, then they're worried about what everybody's going to think if it looks like shit. Because if somebody drives by, that's important. Okay, you have to look right, and your shit has to look right, or that person who drove by that was so important might look down on whatever it is you built. Listen, they might not even look at your house at all. Okay, honestly. and you know what I find? People will be so judgy on other people's lives, and like you go into their house and look at their life, and it's a fucking pile of shit. And you're really? You had kids with a suicidal maniac who was cheating on you with everybody in town, but you had a child with them because you thought you could change them. You thought suddenly they were going to become somebody while they were banging your best friend. Okay? These were people that they were taking a lot of advice from, right? Like people who said they were good people, and that's why, I don't know, maybe something was said about you, and that's why they walked away from you. And maybe what was said about you wasn't true. And then it escalated and it got built up and built up and built up because this one person knew the truth and they didn't say it. Okay? Like everybody's going to eat shit if they fucking lie. Okay? And you think I can get away with lies all I want. I can let this lie run till the day that I die. Fuck everybody. This person. Fuck that. Until one day they wake up and realize like, man, I talked a lot of shit to try to get over you. You know, man, I talked a lot of shit so that I wouldn't think about you, right? Like people do that. It's human nature. But you know what's not human nature is not accepting that you're talking shit and then continuing to do it. Okay? Like once you realize that you're being an asshole, then stop being an asshole. Don't continue to hurt people, you know, because I don't know, sometimes people just hide how they feel, or they're, like I said, they're so worried about what other people think about them that they're not, I mean, these other people that this person was so worried about, those people didn't make up their heart. They were people to call on a Thursday night. They were people to call on a Friday night. So then, you know, this person wasn't lonely. When if they had chose you, they never would have been lonely a day in their life. Right? Like I feel sometimes that people feel like as if they need so much more around them because of how lack they give themselves. The more you give yourself, the less people you want around you, because the less you want to try to take from you. People really want to take from you, and you can believe that they're amazing and great and they will give it all back all you want. I mean, you're the one that has to learn the lessons on how brutal people can be. If you think that people are walking the fucking pack, then you're going to have a few runarounds. You're going to have a few fucking tiffs once this person leaves, because sometimes you do have to get, you know, reality checked. Because you think you know so much when you're about to enter a world where you know nothing. Okay? You take your smarts from the next world, from the last world, with you into the new worlds. But you can't sit there making it seem like you know exactly what's going to happen. Because with this, I can tell you, they made so many bad decisions regarding you that at this point in time, they should just put all assumptions down. They should just stop talking altogether, because they have this shit ass backwards. That's why they let it go for so long. I think at some point in time, it's like, now I'm getting a river. You know how you can be going and coasting for so long, and then boom, you know, you hit rapids, and then sometimes you hit those rapids so fucking hard, they can fucking kill you. Okay, that's what this person dealt with. Like, you were obviously some type of river that they were on, and the second they hit those rapids, they didn't know what to do. They were ill prepared. So then they had to go and do this, you know, whitewater rafting training to be able to deal with your river, because people's rivers of emotion are fucked. Okay, for one, you don't know where their twists and turns are and their rocks and their fucking shallow points and their high points and where their white rapids are. And honestly, people are so fucking bipolar, mixed polar, interpolar, outer polar. Like, they're just fucking changing, shifting, fucking skin lurching, everything, okay? And it's like, how do you deal with somebody with so many changes? But then, you go through a person, people, places, things, all this shit, and then you're like, okay, well, now I can level up. But they can't take the shit that they learned in the older world with them, because really all you're doing is taking your street smarts with you. Okay, people have to understand that, yes, okay, there's this whole education in schools, but there's this other shit going on in the streets. There's a completely, totally different language on the streets. And what you learn in school, you do not learn on the streets. Okay, it has nothing to do. You could be as book smart and as bookwormy as you could possibly fucking think of. That's not going to save you out in the real world. It honestly isn't. It could nail you a really awesome job, but that's all it's going to do. The real world is still waiting for you, honey. Okay, and that doesn't have anything to do with paying your bills. Okay, so whatever this person was, is I think when you met them, you were in a world that they had never been in. So then they thought their world was this huge world, like they had gone through everything and no idea what you were talking about. So then God, the universe, whoever the fuck this person is a part of, has to start putting them through your world. Oh, you think you know what this world is, honey? You have no fucking idea, but we're going to teach you. Because if you want to get with that person, you want to be with that person in the future, you have to learn their world. And if you've never been in their world, then you've got a lot of fucking learning to do, right? Because like we sometimes get with these people that we really shouldn't be, right? But when we're ready, we get the people we're on the same level with. Okay, as long as you're not reaching for another level before you meet somebody on the same level, you should be fine. But if they don't want to reach to another level, then you're moving on without them eventually. Okay, that's why relationships, they're not always here forever. People think, well, I was married, that should have lasted forever. Why? Just because you were married, that doesn't entitle you to a relationship for the rest of your life. Especially if you're not doing anything in that relationship, you're not evolving yourself, you're not bettering humanity by any fucking reason. And so many of these relationships that have gotten past their 20 years, people think they deserve an award. Honestly, there are so many men that I have come in contact with over my fucking 40 years on this planet that say, I ask, well, how long have you been married? They'll say 40, 50 years. And they'll be like, where's they want a plaque or an award or something. And I'm like, seriously, like, you were dumb enough to stay in a relationship for 70 fucking years with somebody that you didn't like, and you think you get an award? Like, honestly, parents, I want my Mother's Day. I want my Father's Day. I want my day off. I want my this. I think majority of people want to be children. And once they have children, they realize they can't be children anymore. Now you got to grow up. Well, mommy didn't want to grow up. Mommy still wants to be treated like she's, 14 years old and get wined and dined and fucking her house cleaned and mommy coming over all the time to help her do everything. And like, I get it. There's a sense of entitlement. And then there's just like, okay, this is all over with, or you're never going to help me. Because everybody is different. That's why these readings are, if you get something from it, you do. If you don't, then whatever. Who fucking cares? It's not for everybody. The metaphors and analogies are for people that are going through similar situations but can't see their way out of it, right? Because for some reason, the answer is just not being pointed at them. Okay, so whatever this person who's been hiding from you for a long time is preparing, they had to prepare so much because of so many things that they hid. Okay, I feel like wherever it is that this person is going to take you or go, in analogy speaking, okay, for every bud, there's a joint. Okay, think of it that way. That's a big joint. That's a lot of joints to smoke to get over what it is that they did. Because I feel like they're rolling their passion into each joint. Right? Whatever it was, whatever they held back, whatever they lied about, whatever they walked away from, whatever they're sad about or frustrated about or, confused about, they're rolling into each joint. And those joints are going to be smoked individually by the two of you getting over these problems. Okay, and that's where this person now has to realize this person is moving into a grown-up relationship. They can't talk shit anymore. What happens in the nest stays in the fucking nest. Okay. And that's why a lot of people will kind of start, as they get into the relationship that matures them, they will either, if they don't know how to keep a relationship with their friends without demasculating or interfering or dehumanizing their fucking contract relationship with their loved one, hence adding, telling their friends about everything. Well, I talked to my wife about this last night, or well, my wife told me this last night. Like, keep your mouth fucking shut. Okay, marriages are marriages for a reason. It's not like you can't talk about it, but this stays one-on-one now. I think this person talked a lot of shit. They walked away because your world wasn't anything that they knew anything about. They were naive about it. So they talked about it, and they could have, sometimes when people don't know a lot about something, they can kind of talk down about it. Oh, yeah, like they think they know everything. Oh, yeah, like they, and it's just like, okay, honey, well, just wait for a couple of years. Once you get a little bit more educated on the subject, then you won't be so ignorant about how your little fucking performance is right now. Okay, so, and again, like, I don't know if this person that's going to hash shit out with you, or if it suddenly becomes this new person. Because I think this King of Wands is a different person. I don't think this King of Wands is the Hermit. I think this is a whole totally fucking different person. Okay, which means you're on the radar. You got other people looking at you. So this person wants to stay in the corner. They want to stay silent when they know that they're the ones that have to fix this whole situation. If they decide they want to stay single and don't want to say anything to you at all, okay, this King of Joints, this King of Wands is still there. So this person still has somebody else that will take action when it is requested. Page of Pipes. I feel like this is just somebody sitting in the shadows for this Empress. Or Emperor, if you need to change it, do it. But somebody's just sitting there. They got an answer to something. They got two ways of doing something. And they're not going to give a fuck if you're popular or not. You know what I mean? Because that's... If anything, the thing is usually with very mellow men who are in their men energy, okay, they don't really want too much excitement going on with their woman. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of men realize that if women have a lot of friends and they have a lot of outdoor activity life, then that's a whole lot less energy they get to spend on them. Right? So men honestly, like if a man is set in his ways, he'll never try to control a woman. But if a woman is truly set in her ways, she ain't going to want to be around a lot of women. Right? So, like, put it that way. I think this person, whoever this other person was, they had to grow up a lot. And if they're not willing to share what is building up, then you're never going to get past it. Ever. Okay? They're just going to keep talking about you, but never to you. And this person's got to realize that once they pass this relationship test, if they do, they can't be talking shit no more. They got to keep their fucking mouths to themselves, because that's the whole thing, is people talk shit because they don't really, a lot of it is like trying to analyze. What happened? Why'd she talk to me like this? Why'd she say this kind of stuff? But if you're in an actual healthy relationship and, your spouse says something fucked up to you and you kind of sit there and think about it for a bit, and then you go back and you go like, why the fuck did you say that to me? An actual person who wants the best for you will explain what they meant, why they meant it, and why they said it. If they want to be some ignorant prick that's a narcissist, then they're going to call you something and walk away and expect you to fight as to why they called it or why they said it, right? But people who want you to benefit from your life and become a better person will call out things about you to make you stronger. Okay, like, because whoever this person is, whoever this hermit is, they're hiding, which means I feel like their confidence is low. Okay, their confidence is low because of everything they say to everybody else. They gain a confidence from what other people say, but other people don't like you. So how can they get advice about, it's like they want to hear the right answer, but they keep hearing the wrong answer, which means they're going to have to just finally face it and ask you. And then there's this King of Joints that's just like, what up, if you ever want to smoke weed with me, just come on over. Okay, Knight of Bongs. And the thing is that this person waits for too long, this other joints will be on it. Okay, so there is this offer that's going to come through that somebody else has been waiting. Honestly, I think somebody's got a lot of opportunities. Wow. It's like you just got your fucking marijuana card and suddenly all these dates are, it's like, honestly, maybe you're going to put your name on an internet dating site and suddenly, you think, oh, no one's going to like me. And then in the morning you have 10 dates, right? 10 people want to ask you out and you're like, what the fuck? Like, something's going to blow up for you. Okay. And if this hermit stays a hermit for much longer, they're going to have to watch it all go down. Okay. And I mean, there is no set person for anybody. We have great matches out there, and then we have other matches out there. Okay, and we have matches that are karmic, and we have matches that are because we really deserve it. And it's not really karmic because the karmic ones didn't last. Okay, just saying. 2558. Look at this. Like, there is some type of dark past with somebody. Okay, where everything died. There's the medical, okay? But maybe that's the thing, is like you were trying to grow crops with this person. They all died. There's justice, okay? But now the universe is saying, listen, you don't have to grow your own weed. We have weed stores everywhere now, right? So, like, I mean, there's the solution is right there. So this person thinks because they lost their crops with you so long ago that they're never going to be able to plant anything with you again. Honey, what if you don't have to plant anything because you can just go to the weed store and buy some weed? Okay? So it seems like somebody's got a lot of pressure on themselves, and they have all this pressure on themselves because of what they did. They let it build up. Okay, and you know, like when you keep leaving something to the next day and leaving something, that's like procrastination is sometimes honestly divine timing, and other times procrastination is like witchcraft. Oh, just wait. Oh, just wait. Just go tomorrow. Just go the next day. Just go the next day. Yo, you said you were going to do it. Fucking do it. And that's why, honestly, now, it could be as small as I say that I had to go to the pet store to get something, but I know that I have a couple days to get it. But I said I was going to go on Tuesday, right when my sister got home or something. And then Tuesday comes, and my sister gets home, and then I hear something go like, well, you don't have to go today. Like, you can go a next day or whatever. I still get in the car and I go. Because I'm like, yeah, I know I still have a couple days. I know I don't have to get it right now, but I fucking said I was going to. I'm getting in the car and I'm going to do it. Because even if it's the small things that just get you to the store, if you committed to it, do it. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. I feel like people focus too much on the past and they don't move forward. Okay, you got to move forward. You got to elevate, transcend, evolve. Or let this person move the fuck on. There's the devil. Or just hang out with the devil. Okay, you can either see the gift that you're given as a gift that you've been given, or you can fucking let it rot and give it to the devil. It's whatever you want. It's your life, right? It's my life and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just want to live when I'm alive, 'cause it's my life. Hey, that's a little Bon Jovi. I haven't heard that song in about 10 years. I ain't gonna live forever. I wasn't sure how hot I'm going to get while I'm doing this reading. It's a pretty nice day. Oh, look at that. High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you. Say what you mean and mean what you say. What's going on there, Wolfgang? Nice deck. Oh my God. I bought that deck when I lived out in Calgary. I went to this witchcraft store, and this like little guy was working there. And I was looking at, they had tarot cards all around the store. It was a beautiful store, but like tarot cards scattered everywhere. So you just find them just sitting on this random table, this like new deck. And I had this one deck. I bought that one. I think that was the one that I settled with. No, I bought this one there too, I'm pretty sure. This Hush tarot deck. I'm going to use this one next. It's an incredible tarot deck. There's the tower. And this little guy comes out from the corner and he goes, "Can I show you the pot tarot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, go right ahead. Show me the pot tarot." And he pulls it out and he's like, "Look at it. It's like the Queen of Bongs and the Queen of Joints." And I'm like, I had to buy it. And honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the deck, but I took it out of its hiding place the other day because I had it all. And now it just kind of sits here kind of looking at me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use it today. It's such a friendly deck. It really is. Okay. Let's do this next reading. Six of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Nope, Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, Six of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Something is very unsuccessful. There's another Knight. There's the Knight of Wands in reverse. And Judgment in reverse. Oh my God. Hush. What are you telling me today? King of Swords in reverse. The Fool upright. Finally, our first card upright. Okay, so you know what's so weird? I'm like mesmerized right now by my Venus flytrap. And I don't know why. I'm just like the little traps are getting so big. And look what's on here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's Venus flytrap right down here. So that's what makes me think somebody got caught. A fucking barfly got caught, okay? Here is the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Lovers again, the Six of Cups, the World, the Four of Pentacles. Now we have the Nine of Wands in reverse with the King of Cups. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like somebody has done black magic against somebody. Yes, black magic. Why do I feel this way? Because two Knights in a row in reverse with Judgment and the Six of Wands makes me think that somebody tried something not once but twice, okay, to get this to put you on some type of judgment, okay? Put you before the courts, get you in trouble, okay? Get you killed, get you next to the Reaper, okay? Like somebody tried to check you. They tried to check you out. They said it was your time. And honey, there is nothing about that statement that was true. Okay, so this King of Swords, I couldn't help but notice it's a cock. Okay, I just want to say that right now. Because this motherfucker seems like a fucking piece of shit. Okay, this cock, male or female, is gonna have a rude awakening. This Fool energy is like, man, they should have hushed their mouth. They should have been quiet, and they tried to get something going so many times. And it's at this point where somebody just collective knows they're lying. They know it's like almost as if they walk into a room with this person and they just know what this person's going to do right away. They just know it's a scam. They're going to try to turn, karmics against collective like quick time. Okay. So whoever this cock is, this King of Swords in reverse is liar. Okay. They are sad about an offer that never got to you. Okay. So this person that's messing around with you is the wheel did not go in their favor, which means they offered something and you didn't take it. Okay. And then in tail, it actually made them then steal from you. Okay, which has ironically only caused them misery. Okay, so now they have to reverse this. It's like they have to bring you back from the dead because they tried so hard to kill you or something, that now they have to, and now in order to get their own life back, it's like stealing some type of longevity from you in like a ring or a necklace or something, and they sold it, and now you've come back for your longevity ring or something, and they don't have it because they gave it away. They did something with it. And that's what they're so worried about, was because they sold something of yours that wasn't theirs. And it's over with now. Like, I mean, they've been caught red-handed, I just heard. So just know, if this is a reading on somebody actually really did rob you and they took something, well, this is how stupid this person is that they only robbed you to try to go make money off of you, which means prosecutors know that, courts know that. When jewelry is stolen, they have all of those jewelers and pawn shops on speed dial. And these pawn shops and these jewelers have deals with the cops. So, I mean, it doesn't even matter if they go out of state. This jewelry will be found because they're going to pawn it no matter what. They took it to give away, to sell. They tried to like put a bunch of money away from you, and it didn't work. It's like the pawn shop called, and said, hey, by the way, they just dropped off everything. There's the star, I'm telling you. And then the 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Like, if this was somebody's wealth that they worked very hard to attain, okay, then best believe that's the thing why we have insurance. That's why we have cops. That's why we have detectives, why we have police out there. It's because some people, they think they're so entitled that they can come up into collective's world, take whatever they want, and go and pawn it all. There's the Magician. Their plan didn't work. Magician in reverse. Their plan didn't work. Okay, there's the 3 of Cups. This person they tried to be very close with you. 7 of Cups. But really, the closer they got to you, the more that they wanted to take from you. The Hermit, and like hide it. 2 of Swords, and trap you. And, as if you, in another world, you might have like been a money machine or something, and they just, oh, you make money in this dimension, so we're just going to kidnap you and put you in this room, and you have to, support us for the rest of your life. There's the 4 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Something gets returned back to the rightful owner. To the person who truly loves it. I don't know. Somebody really could have gotten stolen from, like their parents' wedding rings were stolen back in the day or something like that. Something's coming back. Quite a few things are coming back, I think. Possibly a lot of things were locked out of your life and the keys were all taken. Now the keys are all coming back. There isn't going to be a lock in your life that you can't get into now with all these keys, because you're the rightful owner. It's like things are coming back to you, and that's what they say, if you love something, you let it go, because we can't control the things in our lives all the time. Just stay put. How do you expect somebody to just stay put and stay in your life? People have to grow, they have to live, they have to make money, right? So you let these things go because you were locked out of it anyways. So you went, okay, well, I'm locked out of you anyways. I'm going to let you go because I'm not going to hold you captive here knowing that I can't unlock the door. So go, fly free, right? And if you happen to find the key to this lock, then, come back one day. And if you don't, then don't. I don't really know what to say. It's a good concept when dealing with energy that when there's such mass manipulation, there's the 2 of Wands on the bottom. such mass manipulation sometimes that we know that a path is designed for us, and then somebody interferes with that path. Well, just because they decided to interfere, it doesn't mean that you went anywhere. You still sat there at the gate knowing that a key was going to come eventually and unlock. And so it did. Ooh, the Moon and the King of Pentacles. I'm telling you, I feel like if it has to do with somebody's financial state, there's a lot that's been kept from you. A lot. Okay? That's kind of kept under watchful eye, right? Because Spirit knows what other people do. Okay? They know there's always somebody watching. Okay? Always. And I think the universe knows that you have been put in a shitty place, possibly due to somebody else. So your financial independence comes back, and all the locks that you've been locked out of, you get the key to. That's 7 locks right there. That's 7 opportunities coming back to collective just because somebody was greedy and thought that they were allowed to lock you out of things. And the thing is, what I just heard Spirit say, which is so ironic because it's true. There's a master key for every lock. Okay, so put it that way. They took all these keys on you. They locked all these doors, took all these keys. And this is how collective really shines through. Because karmics will do that. They'll lock you out, take all your keys, right, and tell you to go fuck yourself. Then there's Spirit that steps in knowing that you're going to have to deal with these karmics and goes, there's a master key and there's kits to break in. Don't worry. Okay. The keys will come back when they're ready to. And if they don't come back, then just remember that master key and those fucking pick and lock kits. Okay, you were just being nice, allowing the energy to come back to you. If they still decide that they're going to keep this energy from you and that they're going to keep your, financial independence away from you, then just know that it's coming into a fact where now collective is being abused. And abused animals. Abused animals, they don't know where to go. They will take the abuse because that's all they know. And it'll ruin their life, but they'll stay faithful. Universe has to take collective away from the so-called faithful people that are hurting you, stealing from you, and saying that they're giving you the best life when they know that they're not. They know that they're keeping you from things. And to keep you from things and say that it's in their control because you don't know how to control yourself or because you don't deserve it. Those are all things that anybody in the collective dealing with karmics, those karmics will deal with all of that on another side. Okay, their freedoms, their money, their decisions that they, desperately made to attack collective will all be, it's almost like dealt with, right? Spirit's not dumb. They know that the power that they give humans here is too much. And most lose the ability to control themselves because they're in such a place where no one's watching, so they can just act however way they want, right? Where it's like someone's watching. Are you dumb? You think no one's watching you break the fucking law? Of course they are. It's just whether or not they can do something about it right this second, or we have to wait a little bit till karma comes around. Same fucking difference, you know what I mean? Anyways, it's getting a little hot in my room. 45:15. Because I had to shut the door because my sister's out there and Now she's cooking and walking, doing shit. I don't want to disturb her. So I am going to exit and enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope you do the same. And I will be back when I'm back, obviously. And personal reading on WHITNEYMoonshine@gmail.com. One word in the description box below. Check it or don't check it. I don't really care. And yeah, as long as you're getting whatever it is you need, that's the goal. So have a good day there, Wolfgang Puck. And I will see you all on the flip side, all right? Peace out.